I'm your host, Kettle Badger, and you were listening to Phone Call by everyone's favorite musician, Jahzaar. By the way, if any of you want to check out more of his music, go to betterwithmusic.com. Speaking of things made better with music, today is a very special day, listeners. That's right, today is the first day of the Festival of the Nightshade Rose. Isn't that exciting? I know you've seen it hyped up on our beloved Mourir University's social media pages, and I got no fewer than 14 pamphlets under my door this past week. Isn't that great? We haven't had a real student event since the sinkhole incident of 2005. So exciting! But I have to admit, Badger Babes, I didn't recognize any of the bands on the list. And I consider myself pretty good at knowing good music. Never fear, though. My contact and the main organizer, Nightshade Rose, who I remembered to include because I'm not a Brattle. Get it? Anyway, my contact let me know that all these bands are totally legit and that nobody will regret going to see them. In addition to the music, there will also be fun activities like a beanbag toss, a lemonade stand, face painting, and a small art fair. Oh, and there will even be a performance from Nightshade Rose herself. What a treat. Okay, before you all go running out to the festival, and let us know if you're going, Badger Babes, maybe we can do a meetup. We have a very special guest here in the studio with us. Dot Mudgridge, security officer extraordinaire, is here with me in the studio to give us the 411 on festival safety guidelines. Hello, Officer Mudgridge.
Hello.
I hear that you have some tips and tricks to help festival goers have a great time.
I certainly have some suggestions so that I don't have to arrest or fine them.
Oh, gee! Do you expect a rambunctious crowd?
All I know is that after having to clean up after those ornithologists who trampled through our landscaping during the last academic evening put on by your Academicosaurus pals.
Oh, wow! You think I'm pals with Professors Winters, Dye, and Librarian West?
And then having to take care of those weird vintage car enthusiasts who showed up expecting to see Thunderbirds of a different variety. I'm just not...
Did you get any Mozilla fans?
Wait, what?
Just a tech joke. Never mind.
Look, I'm just not taking any chances. Plus the people I work for know you're all up to something, and we're going to find out what.
Mourir University as a whole united institution thinks we specifically are up to something?
I didn't quite mean it like...
Or are you admitting you work for someone else?
What?
Because if you are, this is totally a safe space. Tell me, how well does Emily Can't pay you?
That's not... I don't... Look, no alcohol, no loud noise after 10 p.m. Don't put your things down on the grass and pretend to be surprised when they're stolen. And stay on the marked paths for God's sake.
For some God's sake, am I right?
What are you even... I have to go. I've said what I need to. If I catch anyone breaking the rules, there will be consequences. Consequences.
Oh! Well, it seems that's the end of our interview with Officer Mudgridge, listeners. Maybe it's a good idea to say goodbye for now. Remember, leave a comment if you'll be at the Festival of the Nightshade Rose. I sure will. See you there, Badger Babes. And once again, here's Shake It by Jahzaar.
There will be quality snacks and a fine face painting booth specializing in roses.
Only roses?
Only roses, though you can get different colors, either purple or black.
That's awfully limited.
What if I want blue roses? Or green?
Too unrealistic. Oh, and the art fair is being curated by Langdon Dread.
Langdon Dread? It's been a while since we talked to him. He's wandering around here somewhere?
Of course! Langdon and I are a team, a perfect pair, a power duo. Just like...
Please don't start listing power duos.
Not while B is in earshot.
But Beatrice does not seem to be in earshot.
Oh, I am.
She's in the closet.
Oh.
No, sorry. Not a euphemism. She's actually in my closet.
More specifically, she's in the wall. Something you can relate to, right? Remember?
Remy, please. And I no longer adhere to that lifestyle.
Lifestyle? Of living in a building's walls?
Pretty sure someone got arrested for that lifestyle in, Japan.
I thought it was North Carolina.
I thought it was South Carolina.
Regardless of the Carolina, that's a pretty quick lifestyle change, Remy, considering you were broadcasting holiday self-help guides from the walls of this place back in December.
I have been carefully cultivating my image since then to great effect, as you can tell.
Yeah, you got real creative on the stage name.
Why are you going with Nightshade Rose? Why not use your real name? Or something. I don't know. Not connected to your cult?
Not cult. Siblinghood.
Sure, whatever.
Stage names are key. As the saying goes, reinvention is the mother of necessity.
That's not how that saying goes.
Speaking of broadcasting, I am proud of our student Kettle Badger and her fledgling broadcast career.
LOL. Sorry, our student?
Beatrice, it is very unsettling to communicate with you when you cannot be seen.
Golly gee. Now you know what it's like.
B, just come out. And yes, we are very proud of our student.
Did you see the responses she got to her "Let's hang out at the festival" post? She got 30 people saying they wanted to come meet her.
Aw, that is so great.
Yes, you see what the power of community and positivity such as that facilitated by the siblings of the Nightshade Rose can do.
Oh, please. Kettle built that shit all by herself. You're lucky she was promoting you.
Be that as it may, this event tonight will be my crowning achievement, the beginning of my ascent.
Aren't those two things antithetical?
What's happening tonight?
Did you not hear your colleague's announcement?
What colleague?
Kettle, of course.
That was a super fast promotion from our student to our colleague.
You do know she doesn't actually work for the school, right?
She's basically radio squatting in the almost abandoned town library's basement.
She's doing a super job of it, but she doesn't graduate until the end of summer.
Regardless, I will be the closing act of the festival. It will be my first live performance in front of my fans, thus transforming me from simple yet brilliant and inspiring Remember Brattle to the epitome of power and grace, Nightshade Rose herself.
Oh boy.
Is this your grand plan when it comes to getting into the school?
My what?
You know, the thing we've been working on? Getting a new doorway to open up into the school before Emily and Millie and whoever the fuck, so we can make sure they don't get to whatever they're getting to?
Oh, gosh, goodness, no.
No?
No. I have moved beyond such petty, mortal goals.
I'm not sure a multidimensional school, mutant fish, ghosts of dead employees, and whatever Katya is can be effectively described as mortal.
I thought we had a deal, Brattle. You were supposed to be on our side.
I cannot keep living my life for others. Trudy Breyer and her fantastical dreamscape may have been the inspiration for me to get this far with the siblings of the Nightshade Rose, but now I must forge my own path.
Right now? Kind of inconvenient to reach that decision right now.
I cannot live my truth in the service of ghosts. I will become my own unique, authentic self. Nightshade Rose. The power of my music will open doors, but only to those filled with genuine light and promise. Not the doors of the dank, dark, dismal past.
What?
I have no idea what you're talking about anymore. Not that I ever did.
So, TLDR, you're out. You're no longer helping us get into the school.
If my transformation helps you achieve your goals, then I magnanimously allow it. But I must stay true to myself and my creativity.
What kind of music are you even playing?
Wonderwall.
Is that it?
Like, the song?
Yes, it is a glorious tune that originated with a band known as
Oasis, yeah, we've all heard it before. So, to achieve your highest sense of creativity and true self, you're playing a cover of Wonderwall. And only a cover of Wonderwall.
I have perfected 7 versions of this song, all of which I shall perform at the festival. It shall become entirely my own.
You can't make someone else's song entirely your own.
What of Natalie Imbruglia and her beloved song Torn?
Well, okay, I mean, sure, but...
Okay, you know what? Remember, Remy, we're happy for you.
Truly?
Truly?
Yup, super happy for you. And we'll definitely come listen to you play Wonderwall 45 times later tonight.
7. And you will not regret your dedication to my life's plan. Indeed, Langdon will be accompanying myself on his trombone.
Sorry. He's what?
Look, while we would love to talk about the application of a trombone into the musical wonderland that is Wonderwall, I think I hear the festival people calling for you.
Yes, I must be off, greeting my public and those also seeking that authentic life. Farewell, my friends. I hope that my success as a musical icon spurs you to your own. Remember, the past is the past, and ghosts are best left sleeping. Let us step forward into a new day.
It's more mid-afternoon, really, somehow, even though that conversation felt like it took 12 years.
What just happened there? I thought this whole festival was Remember's way of opening her own door to get into the school.
Oh, so did I. Do you think it still is and she's just lying?
No, I think her Instagram followers went up over 200 and she lost her goddamn mind. I mean, come on. She's always been like this. She's obsequious to the point of making Uriah Heep look actually humble. It's her party and she'll Gatsby if she wants to.
That was an extremely mixed literary metaphor. It might have actually given me hives.
Those are mosquito bites. Stop scratching.
They're all from investigating that stupid staircase. The water might be gone, but it's still a toxic death trap zone.
I'll buy you calamine lotion.
When is this festival even supposed to begin?
I mean, I think it's already happening. Open the window.
We're up in the corner of the tallest building on campus. Why would these windows open?
Oh, they do. There is 0 fire safety in this building, as we discovered during the Burning Dickens debacle.
All right. Okay. Oh, yep, there are people out there.
Okay, so for my next song, here's a little something called Wonderwall.
Nope.
Close the fucking window.
Okay.
Is this whole festival just a bunch of Wonderwall covers? God damn it. What a waste of time. We're getting fucking nowhere.
Has anyone heard from... Well, anyone? Aside from Jeff.
No, I haven't been able to communicate with Exy at all.
B? How about Dean Bowles?
I mean, yes.
You talked with her?
When?
Look, it's super touch and go, okay? When I started my writing project, she and I were trying to coordinate, but I don't think it's gonna work.
Will you just tell us what this project is already?
I was trying to write a story, like Edna Bowles does.
You mean you were trying to write fan fiction?
Yes.
Poldark fan fiction?
No. God, just because that's the only archive of our own category that Edna can get into.
Edna, you're on a first-name basis with the ghost of the old dean. We're not on a first-name basis with the dean we have now. At least, not to her face.
Edna and I chat at night sometimes when I call the operator number. But look, shut up. My whole plan was that I was going to write a self-insert academic AU fanfiction where we're the heroes who are fighting against the unknown, and with a little help from our friends, we're able to get into the school and discover the truth of what's been going on, thus saving the day.
So, you were legitimately crafting our story and turning it into the outcome that we want.
Yes.
How many people read Poldark fan fiction, though?
It's not Poldark fan fiction. Edna and I came up with an agreement. She's got a pretty big following over on AO3, and she agreed to give me her login information and let me use her fan base if I would take some of her non-Poldark writings and post them in the proper categories so she could break out and stretch her literary fan fiction afterlife legs.
Oh, I don't know that I want to know this, but what other fandoms does she write for, aside from erotic Poldark fanfic?
Oh, you know.
Oh, boy.
Erotic Downton Abbey fic.
Not surprising.
Erotic North and South fanfic.
A little surprising.
Erotic Sharp's War fanfic.
Wait, like that series with Sean Bean?
Yes.
Okay, I can see it.
B, what exactly is the genre of fanfiction that you wrote about us?
Nothing starring shirtless Sean Bean or Lady Mary Scout's Honor. And I didn't post in any of those fandoms.
Will you just tell us already? And back me up.
Sorry, I'm still stuck on the Sharp's War thing.
Well, kindly snap out of it, or I'm going to snap and murder B for refusing to get to the point.
I'm trying.
Is this self-insert academic AU fanfiction finished?
Yes.
Really? How long is it?
Like 80,000 words.
80,000 words? Holy shit!
B, that's an actual novel.
I know, I worked really hard on it. It was my NaNoWriMo and my Camp NaNoWriMo.
So post it. What are you waiting for?
That's the problem. I did post it.
And?
And nothing happened.
Really?
Really? Nothing has happened. I posted it a week ago and it got fewer readers than Kettle Badger as listeners.
What fandom did you pick?
Nancy Drew.
What?
Nancy Drew. I posted it as Nancy Drew fanfiction.
Nancy Drew.
Wait, wasn't I just talking about Nancy Drew?
Yeah, and you weirded me out. I thought you'd found my document, but we're being super passive-aggressive about it.
Oh, sure. I'm the passive-aggressive one. Which character was I?
Bess. Anne's George.
Please don't tell me Horatio is Ned Nickerson.
No. Jeff the Fish is Ned Nickerson. Horatio is Kirsten Drew. Kettle was Hannah Groen.
That's an interesting choice. I'm assuming you're Nancy.
Duh. Writer gets hero. But it doesn't matter. Legitimately, nobody read it. I guess I shouldn't have posted all 80,000 words at once, but come on, my magnum opus.
Why didn't you pick something super obvious where a school setting would fit in, like Harry Potter? Everyone knows the future of that series is basically only in the fandom.
I wanted it to stand out. I thought it would get lost in a fandom like that. I don't know. I'm super bummed.
I'm sorry, B. Hey, I'll read it.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Why are you so weird?
I mean, all that aside, I know we've talked about this before, but I really did think we'd have some kind of response by now to everything we've been doing in the nonfiction world. Our talks have legitimately been popular, as indicated by the sheer number of lunatic submissions we have to sift through to get to the legitimate ones.
I know. It's gotten worse over the past month, but doesn't that just mean our story, so to speak, is spreading? Plus, I expected at least one article submission from Katya, but nothing. I mean, if it's all about using art to change perception and to make people believe, then I don't know why none of these things are working.
Maybe you're thinking too broadly.
Hey, Langdon!
Langdon!
Apologies for jumping into the conversation, but I couldn't help overhearing.
That's fine. It's not like we were being quiet.
I'm always quiet.
Like a goblin shark.
Oh, you remembered.
How's the art fair going?
We hear you're going to add in some rousing trombone playing for Remember's musical debut.
Oh, everything's fine, and yes, I've been informed of my imminent performance. We'll see if it comes to fruition.
You're not looking forward to it?
Let's just say that Remy and I find ourselves on two roads diverged, though not explicitly in a yellow wood, more like just in a sense of perceived reality.
Uh-oh. Not interested in joining her new #authentic musical empire?
Not really. Don't get me wrong, Remy has really improved with her music since last summer, even if she only ever plays variations on Wonderwall. But despite the whirlwind adventures I've had with the siblings of the Nightshade Rose, I find myself longing for the days when it was just me and my art gallery, with nobody in the attic, or basement, or going through the trash cans in the alley out back.
Are you thinking of leaving the group?
Preparations have been made. After I assist Remy with this final accomplishment and wrap up the art show, my life as a sibling of the Nightshade Rose is complete. I've done what I can to honor my friend Eggsy, and with this last parting gift, I'm going to let myself move on.
Ooh, a gift for us?
You didn't have to get us a gift.
Sure I did. You see, while Remy was focused on this festival and building her brand, I've been pondering your quest. I think you've done a wonderful job of generally sowing confusion. I know that I'm always much more confused after talking with you three.
Thanks, I guess.
And now you've proved that the three of you have legitimate power in this school with the journal and your speakers and everything else. I mean, isn't even this festival under your purview?
Oh, God. Is it?
I feel like I remember signing some kind of papers about liability insurance last month on behalf of Emily.
Oh, that kind of purview. Okay.
So, what's your point, Langdon, old buddy? What are we missing?
Well, why don't you try going back to the beginning?
You think we should set fire to a bunch of Charles Dickens? Okay, I'm in.
No. I mean the spirit of how this all began. Begin by reaching out.
Langdon, that is exactly what we've been doing.
I thought you said you were eavesdropping.
Don't take this as undue criticism, but I feel you've been reaching out in the wrong way. Look, as a small gallery owner and a curator of a very specific genre of art, I know better than anyone that not every story is meant for everyone. Sure, there may be a universal appeal, but sometimes the stories that can really matter only reach a few people. And that's okay. For those people, you've given them something good. Or something true.
Or sometimes just something fun.
Precisely. And now that you've built your story, it's time to find the right audience.
I get what you're saying, but how? Our attempts at amplification have been entirely because the doorways we need seem to be firmly closed, and we're having trouble reaching our normal cast of supernatural sub-characters.
Well, that's where I come in.
And our present?
And your present.
Cool. Let's see.
Now, I'll be the first to admit I'm no great artist, but I like to think that I've been exposed to enough wonderful work to pick up a thing or two myself. That being said...
Oh,
wow. Langdon.
That's super cool. You painted that?
I did. I admit I may have taken some trimmings from Exy's style, but that's because I painted it in what's left of the art room last night while Remy was off doing a sound check.
you painted that last night?
It's so good. And big.
It's like Ida-sized.
Hey, that is the perfect size. Thank you very much.
What can I say? The mood struck me. Inspiration hit, and it sizzled, and now my task is complete. I have done what I needed to do, and I shall be on my way.
Oh, don't you want to stay and have some tea? I think I have some left that Bee hasn't stolen.
I don't steal it, I borrow it, and just never give it back.
Children.
No, I really must go and oversee my art fair. Many people are interested in the selection of pieces that I brought, and earlier I started up a lovely discussion with a few members of something called the Feathered Circle of the Enchanted Illumination.
Oh, Langdon, no, I'm pretty sure that's another cult.
A bird cult, no less.
Well, you know me, I love a good cult. And I do have a whole collection of pigeon paintings I've been trying to offload for a while now, so who am I to pass up an opportunity like this? Catch you later.
Bye, Langdon.
Bye.
Bye. Man, that guy is going to fall for a full-on pyramid scheme one of these days, isn't he?
I don't know. He seems like the kind of guy who figures it all out in the end. So, what do we do with this?
Oh, a painting of old-fashioned male cubbies. Not something I would have expected to like so much, but I really do. I love the colors.
I know. It's weird. It's like he painted the cubbies to be lined in teal velvet.
And the color of the wood, the framing, it's so warm and rich.
On the front side, at least, look through the cubbies.
Oh, yeah, they open up into another room.
Another room that looks an awful lot like the mirror school. Look how he's painted the wood on the other side.
Ugh, it's all wet and peeling. Gross. Langdon!
Actually, I think the whole cubby rig is a door. Look, he painted on a little latch with a lock on the side.
Yeah, there are small hinges, too. Okay, so did he just hand us a possible door?
I mean, if we're going with the school's internal logic, I hope he really believed in himself while he was painting.
I feel like he had to. I mean, good old Langdon was already established when we met him as a prestigious gallery owner. Well, a decently known gallery owner.
True. He's a specialist in his own weird field, and he was in from the beginning with the value of Trudy Breyer's artwork.
So then we should be able to reach someone, or something, through this, right? Maybe even Katya?
Yeah, in theory, but how do we draw her attention to this since she apparently isn't sliding around through the school passageways anymore?
Well, that's easy.
Is it?
Sure. Here, give me that marker.
Wait, Bea! No, you can't deface Langdon's painting.
I'm not. I'm just labeling this mailbox a little bit.
Wow, you even spelled Shashushovich right.
I do try.
So, do we... Whoa.
Is the painting moving?
Yes, it is.
There's a hole. We made an actual cubby hole.
That's so cool. Okay, so what do we do now?
Ida, how much paper does your printer have?
I don't know. I haven't printed anything in ages. Why?
To quote B, duh. We're gonna print off an 80,000 word Nancy Drew fanfic.
And we're gonna put it in a nice purple folder.
With a pretty unicorn sticker on it to help it get where it's going.
Come on, let's steal some paper from the library.
Excuse you. I'll have to justify that in my expense report.
Oh, please. You make your student workers do them. I was talking to...
Alright, Badger Babes! That was... what was the band called? Oh, that was Big Hollow. They were pretty good, and they didn't sing Wonderwall once. That's a huge improvement from the last 6 bands. Anyway, I'm so happy to be here with everyone. Our meetup is 60 strong, and if you'd like to join us, we're having a great time, aren't we? Yeah! I wish all of you could come out to the festival. I've only had suspicious cult members come up to me 5 times, and each time my lovely Badger Babes, that's you guys! Well, you really helped me out. But the Festival of the Nightshade Rose is the place to be if you're anybody. So come on out. Better hustle though. The face painting booth ran out of the color purple, and I'm pretty sure the lemonade stand is low on lemons, which would be such a bummer.
Ugh, who wants to go to a stupid festival anyway? Not me. Of course, I don't want to go to a festival because I'm very, very busy and very important. And I am so fucking bored. Why hasn't anyone figured out any goddamn doors yet? It's almost like they're not even... The hell is that? Whoa. Mailbox cubbies? Where the heck did this come from? Ooh, I have a cubby. Wait, there's something inside. Let me just... Oh! My folder! I was wondering where that had gone. Boy, is it full. What the... Nancy Drew fan fiction? This thing is 300 pages! see what they're doing? Well, I suppose I have nothing else better to do. Besides, they've read plenty of my papers. I guess I can return the favor. Maybe it'll open a few doors.
Here we go. For real this time. Academicosaurus is a Haunted by Birds production in association with the Creeptopolis Creeps. For more information, you can visit us on our website at academicosaurus.wixsite.com/home. You can also come talk to us on Twitter or Instagram, or you can send us an email at academicosaurus@gmail.com.
Oh, that's me. That's my name. Okay. Our performers for this episode are Maryna Matlock as Ida Winters, Amanda Funk-Hilton as B. West, Mary O'Reilly as Ann Dye, Petra Vannucci-Henkel as Remember Brattle, Brad Keefauver as Langdon Dread, and of course, Ramona Mourir as Kettle Badger. This episode was written and edited by Mary, and our theme music is Shake It by Jahzaar. The theme music for Badger Bites is Phone Call, also by Jahzaar. To find more of his work, visit betterwithmusic.com.
This week, we wanted to talk about the fact that Brad Keefauver, who you just heard as Langdon Dread, has a really cool memoir out called The Rise and Fall of an 80s Sherlockian. It documents his progression through the pre-internet Sherlockian fandom during the 1980s, and the relationships and experiences that he gained. Some were good, some were tough. Get some gossip on the BSI, y'all. And it's all a thoroughly enjoyable trip to read. I just finished it, and I cannot recommend it highly enough for any Sherlockian or just anyone who is interested in the ways fan communities shared and adventured during the good old 1980s.
This podcast certainly wouldn't have been a possibility during the 1980s, so thank you for listening to Academicosaurus today. If you enjoy our show, please subscribe or leave us a comment. If you would like to support our show, we have a Ko-Fi. We really, really appreciate everyone who has been kind enough to support us through coffee, especially our MVP, Violet.
Violet, you are excellent. We really appreciate your continued support, and I very much feel like an early 90s PBS pledge drive right now.
We're really touring the decades in these credits.
Seriously, Violet, thank you so, so much.
Do it.
We think you are the bee's knees, the oyster's earrings, the caterpillar's kimonos, what's the one that I like so much? Oh, the kipper's knickers. That's what you are.
What?
That's adorable.
Things are heating up, and we're over halfway through with our final season.
If you've stuck with us this far, thank you so, so much.
Such a total shift. We appreciate you, and because we appreciate you, we're not even going to end the episode with our usual vaguely threatening statements.
We would never do that.
I mean, except by mail.
So maybe check your mailbox.
Look for any new cubby holes that have grown into your walls.
Just go ahead and stick your hand in.
But seriously, watch out for spiders.
Whoa!
For real.
Spiders.
Am I supposed to be sarcastic with this or actually surprised?
Actually surprised.
Okay. My default
You just
mode
get
is
real
sarcastic,
real
so I was
spicy
like, oh,
all of a sudden. Just like,
really?
oh, really? Fuck you, B.
I mean, I knew your shitty writing would be shitty, but